Malcolm, I assume it was frustrating to not be able to be out there at the very start of camp. What was going on with your leg, and that kind of?
I had a just a training setback, just kind of a random little accident, and it was just tough. The timing was really bad trying to come back, especially after being away from a year, and there's a lot of I don't know, I guess mind games that go into that you're playing with yourself. So it was tough, but it's good to be back out there.
What happened? Did you drop a weight on your leg?
No, nothing crazy like that, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Do you feel that you're back into it now, though, like you're getting out on the practice field more and more?
Yeah, I think this obviously takes a lot of time. I haven't played in a long time, so we'll see in the games how things go. Just trying to be prepared mentally so I can go in and execute and get better physically as the preseason games go on. Hopefully stay healthy. So that's my focus right now.
Coach Hall was talking about, in regards to the helmet lowering rule, that he didn't think it would affect you guys too much because of the way you were taught in Seattle,
right,
and the way he's been doing it here. I assume you understand what he's saying, and I guess what is it about your tackling technique that you were taught in Seattle that will, you think, prevent penalties?
We were never taught to lead with our heads. Our heads are kind of, the plan was to take the head out of the game a long time ago. And you can do that to an extent and prepare for it, but obviously there's going to be some bang plays. And those are going to be judgment calls. It's going to be pretty tough, but, show goes on.
Can you talk a little bit about working with Reuben Foster out there and your chemistry together?
Reuben's awesome, man. He's done a great job of just building on last season, stuff he's learned, being able to communicate and execute and being physically ready to go. So it's just great to always see him in the game. Watching last year, I got to see him, and now to be, with him. So it's going to be a race to the ball.
Do you see him changing his technique? Because I know they've tried to adjust him a little bit so he doesn't get injured.
Right. I think it's just a little more attention to how he's doing things and the detail and like a small tweak of a body part here and there. So it's not a ton of changes for him, but obviously he brings it from his shoulders to his toes. So I don't think you have an issue.
When you look at you and Reuben being on the field at the same time, how can he make you a better player and more productive, and how can you make him a better player and more productive?
It's just a constant conversation on the field between us two, and also safeties in the back end. But for me and him, all of our stuff is complementary of each other. So if he feels something or sees something, and same vice versa for me. So.
How's that communication going right now? Do you feel
it's going really well. That's something D'Amico talks about a lot. Something I'm trying to get better at. Moving to a spot that's a little more vocal. But it's just you just got to continue to have that conversation and be able to communicate across the board.
What's your experience with it being vocal and wearing the green dot?
I mean, it's something I did in Oakland and not really in Seattle, but I did it in Oakland. So I'm very comfortable with it. It's just just doing it here and proving it to this staff.
Could you describe the challenge of defending the tight ends within Kyle Shanahan's offense, just given the versatility and all the different roles that they have?
Right. I mean, just Kyle's offense is always keeps you off balance. It's really hard to get a rhythm. So everything is complementary. A lot of the looks are the same. So you really got to be keyed in on your stuff. And the tight ends, having two tight ends that are able to do different things, they open up the offense so much more because you have to stay big on the field.
Has there been a moment where you felt like, okay, I'm back, I'm playing football again?
I mean, yeah, but this just ain't the real thing. So you got to get to the real thing.
Are preseason reps important for you?
Absolutely. I think it's going to be really important for me to get out there and get a feel for the game. Just be in the stadium. I haven't played in the stadium, so that'll be exciting.
D'Amico and him being kind of a younger coach. He's just recently played. About him being a mentor and.
Yeah, D'Amico's fresh out, so a lot of the schemes that we see, I mean, he played against it. And he's seen it. He's seen a lot of the staffs we're going to play against. He has experience against a lot of the players we're going to play against. So he's just been an asset for us in the room and how he prepared as a linebacker throughout the week and getting better. And I think it showed during the season, towards the end of the season, how he prepared in our room, and it'll show even more now that he's kind of the voice in the room.
Is the green dot the biggest difference between Mike and Will on this defense, or are you having to deal with more guards, more blockers, more things like that?
Yeah, everything is kind of interchangeable. So even the green dot's not even an issue because you have just as much communication, even though you're not getting it in from the coaches. You still have to say plenty of things to the rest of the defense. So it just so happens when you think classic football, you think, oh, the guy with the green dot does all the talking. No, it takes a lot more guys than you assume.
Is it easier
Last
to
one?
learn from a younger coach that just fresh out? I mean, Kyle's staff is pretty young all the way across the board. Is it easier to do that, or does age not really matter?
I've been really fortunate to have great position coaches, and D'Amico's right along with him because he has such great experience. And Johnny last year was, a great teacher, just being able to sit in the room with him. Some of his teaching philosophies and styles of learning that you would see in a typical classroom setting, he was able to bring over. And D'Amico learned a lot from that as well. So I've been fortunate. I think our guys are fortunate to have the group we have, and we'll be good to go.
Thanks, Malcolm.
Cool.